In 2013, the Kentucky Derby point system was made. However, it was only made for American runners, with the only outside America Derby point race being the Royal Ledge Stakes in Europe and the UAE Derby in Dubai. Although the Royal Ledge Stakes was officially taken off the Derby Trail, the UAE Derby has stayed as a popular prep. Regardless, in recent years, there's also been a new point system, with the Japanese and European Road to the Kentucky Derby. Last year, the European Road to the Kentucky Derby produced a contender in Gronkowski. However, Gronkowski fell ill and had to scratch from the Derby. This year, we have another potential contender from the International Derby Trails, but this time it's from Japan, and his name is Master Fencer. Master Fencer previously had a couple of runs in smaller stakes races, but decided to finally make his stakes debut in February of 2019, when he ran in the Hyacinth Stakes. It didn't go according to plan, as he could only get a couple of Derby points from a fourth in the race. But after that, he had way better luck in his next start, which was the Fukuryu Stakes. Although he didn't win, he still managed second place, which isn't too bad. Although on its own, it wasn't the most Derby points won on the Japanese Derby Trail, he had the most points out of any horse from Japan who desired to go on the Derby Trail, as the winner of the race, Der Flag, had other plans. So luckily for him, 19 points was enough to be number one on the Japanese Derby Trail, and thus he gets the 20th position in the Kentucky Derby Trail. Now that we've gone over his 2 runs in Kentucky Derby preps, it is time to go over his strengths and weaknesses. His strengths is that he's the only horse currently in the field that has ran at 1.25 miles before. Twice, actually, with the first one being a second and the other being a fourth. His weaknesses, however, is that he's never ran on American soil, and Japanese dirt is very much different than American dirt, as it's been considered way more sandy than regular American dirt. As well as that, both times he ran at 1.25 miles were on the turf and not on the dirt. So we'll see how this turns out for Master Fencer. In my opinion, I feel like it's very unlikely that he'll be able to handle the Churchill Downs dirt nearly as well as he does back in Japan, and I feel like it's very unlikely he will win. But that's just me. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Derby Profile, and see you guys next time.